Don't lie.
We live? Yeah. What's up, everybody? Check in, family. Check in. Alright, today we're going to talk about our mindset, alright? So we already been talking a lot about finances, different ways to make money, different money-making moves you can do, the strategies, pre-business management, business management. We talked about real estate, but we have to also balance things out and talk about our mindset, alright? Because you have to get your mindset right before you can really do anything, and that is really underrated by a lot of people for some reason. A person's mindset, right, and how they go about their business, how they even go about their life, because the way you go about your life is more than likely how you're going to go about your business. And if people don't catch up to it early on, later on it definitely will catch up to you if you don't have things in order. So that's why we're going to be talking about the mindset, all right, employee or CEO. Now, this is not specifically going to be talking just about, you know, a job or if you're owning a business, but it will get into that, but it's the mindset that you have going into it. All right, so I'm going to give like another minute or so for people to come on in before we get started. All right, I had to push it back to 7:30 because, you know, getting things ready. And y'all saw what I was doing earlier, so yeah, I just really got back home and I wanted to make sure I got myself settled, myself centered before I got on here and we got this thing started. All right, well, how many people got?
4 on Facebook, 1 on Instagram.
All right.
German made.
German. Yeah, speaking of that, Tiara, shout out to her. Gave me some really encouraging words after the live last week. I was really, really happy about what she told me. I don't remember the message specifically off my head, but I know it was something, you know, like, it was very encouraging. Like, I encourage her basically to do what she got to do, and I'm like a mentor. So that's why this thing was started, to encourage other people to do what they got to do and keep everyone on track. And it's kind of like me streamlining myself towards people through social media and streamlining towards their thoughts, their mindset, the way you go about your life, and different things that you do. Nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect, but if we all can work as a collective to get to where we want to be in life, whether it be monetarily, business, or where you're working at, anything like that, we could do anything as a group. But we're gonna get started on this. All right, so with the mindset, employee or CEO, so there's 9 different points that I'll go over today. So we got routine, focus, avoid the slave mentality, overcome fear. All right, then we got protect time, are you married, financial leeches, emotional drain, and then we have remember why you get paid. All right, so routine. All right, this is very important, and you know, focus on the employer CEO mindset. You need to have a routine in your life, all right, of some sort. I know for me personally, I have a whiteboard in my room because I don't do TVs in my personal room. All right, so I have a whiteboard that has my words of affirmation on there, and it also has my goals on there as well. So I see this the first thing I wake up. All right, after I wake up, I make sure I shut off the alarm. I go brush my teeth. I'm getting ready for work and things of that nature. But another difference in the things that I do is when I'm waking up in the morning and I'm brushing my teeth, I make sure I look myself in the eyes. All right, because that's something big that we have to do. I know it sounds weird. I know it sounds really weird, but as I'm doing it, I'm like looking myself in the eyes, and it's kind of like a gut check for me. Like, am I gonna be who I say I am today and do everything that I wanted to do today? All right, and I also tell myself I love myself. All right, while I'm looking in the mirror, because it's sometimes somebody that day might not tell me they love me, so I'm gonna make sure I be the one to tell myself I love myself. All right, so that's routines. All right. So make sure you get your routine down because it'll make your day go way better, all right? And make up your bed if you can, that's another thing. But I'll make up my bed every morning. All right, the next one is focus. All right, so with focus, this is probably the ones that's gonna hurt the most, focus, because when you're focusing, you have to cut out all the distractions. So when you're cutting out distractions, you have to like cut out a lot of the stuff. Like you're trimming the fat, you have to cut out the TV, you know, just BS, the stuff that don't really matter or lends well to what you're trying to do. All right, so that's definitely something that has to be at a premium, you know, when you are, you know, being the employee or CEO of your life. Is definitely focus. All right, so make sure you have that focus that's going on with you in your life. All right, the third one that we're gonna go avoid the slave mentality. So this one's gonna lend a little bit better to business. All right. Number 3, avoiding the slave mentality. All right. So the slave mentality. All right. If you're gonna start a business and you're working a regular job and you have 80 hours, you're full time, whatever it may be. All right. There's a such thing called an entrepreneur. All right. There's like a person that lends well to a business, but they're still kind of working their own business. So if you are doing that, that's kind of where you're at. You're like right in between there. All right, with those two, and you have to understand that if you're going to be working a 9 to 5, you also have to work your 6 to 12. All right, I learned this being in the ABS tribe. Right, that's something they told us. If you work your 9 to 5, then you need to go do your 6 to 12. That's going to be your business that you're working on. Now, you might not exactly go 6 to 12, but there needs to be ample amount of time to work on your own dreams and things that you want to get done. All right, with the slave mentality. And remember, when you run a business, you have an 80-hour week at a regular job, but when you're running a business, you have unlimited hours that you can work in a week to get what you got to get done. All right, because a lot of people when I used to work at Target, some days you'll see that one coworker, they'll work really, really hard, like they motivated, they're like, come on, dog, get up. Like this phone 3 in the morning, I'm like, what's wrong with this person? But the next day they'll be lazy, and it's like, okay, like what's wrong with this person because they hot and cold. But some people, they start to figure out when they're working at these jobs that they like, shoot, well, if I work 10 times harder today, my check's still gonna look the same for this day. But if I work even slower this day, my check's still gonna look the same. So they figured out that 80-hour, 2-week, 40-week, whatever it may be, work scheme that goes on. So they're gonna play the system. All right, that's just human nature to find a way around things. All right, but if you're running your business, you could go those 80 hours in a week. You have unlimited time to work on that and get things done. I've sometimes called customers at 12 in the morning because they're like texting me with questions. So I'm like, all right, cool. Well, let me just get them on the phone. This part of working the business, and people are going to appreciate that. Avoiding that mentality of, nah, I don't have the time, or you know what I'm saying? Like you have to put that amount of care into your own business that you'll put into somebody else's. All right. So overcoming fear. All right. So this will be one of the biggest ones as well. So with fear that gets overlooked, it is a bad word, it's real derogatory, but it can be powerful as well. So a lot of times when people have fear, they don't recognize that it dictates their feelings and their attitude towards a lot of stuff. All right, because your emotion of fear, like it's gonna go, it seeps right literally into your feelings and how you feel about things, and you could go the positive and negative way. All right, so usually with the positive, you're going to operate out of fear because you're informed, you're knowledgeable, and you don't have any self-doubt, all right, because you're so ready for things that might come along, and you're going to be a person that finds solutions. All right, if you are a solution-based person, fear is nothing to you, all right? It's not even in your vocabulary, really, to be fearful, or in your emotions to be fearful, because you're already knowledgeable on something, so you can't fear because you're like, okay, this happened. Now, I know it's just like that little saying that said, if you touch the stove, the kid touched the stove, like they didn't know it was hot, but now they know when they see them red beams on it, they know it's a hot stove, so they're not going to touch it no more. All right, so they're not going to operate on fear of touching a hot stove because now they know that stove is going to be hot when those red beams are there. All right, and and people also as well, they don't know what they don't know, so that's also another thing that causes fear. All right, and when you do have fear, the negative side of it is that you are operating in confusion and not being knowledgeable, and you have the self-doubt. So all those things compacted together, they will cause you to procrastinate because you are scared of what's on the other side of whatever you're trying to do, because you haven't fully encompassed the idea yourself or fully made yourself knowledgeable about what that could be, or what could be the the potential letdown on what you're trying to do. All right, so that's another thing. Like in the business plan, I put in there intentionally that what is a threat to your brand or your market that you will be in, because you need to know who are the other players in the game that you are playing. All right, because if you don't know and there's somebody pop out of nowhere, it's just like, dang. All right, you do have to watch your competition just to see what they're doing, and you're just like, okay, are they evolving? What are they doing that I could do different or improve it? All right. Now, number 5. All right, come over this side. Number 5. All right, you want to protect your time. All right, this is going to be a premium. All right, your time is more important than your money, because if you have more time, you can make more money. All right, so once again, that kind of goes hand in hand with your focus and protecting your time. You have to trim the fat. All right, you can't lend your time out to people who are going to be wasting your time. Like, and I'm not talking about somebody being late to something. I'm talking about actual people who are asking for your time. They get in front of you, but they're not productive. They're just there and being a being. They're not lending to any knowledge, or they're not being, anything that could, help you evolve further. And you can't help them evolve further because of their mentality. So you don't want to have anything around like that. All right, number 6, are you married? All right, so this is going to your business. All right, we ain't talking about no real marriage here, all right? Because I ain't no marriage counselor. I don't do that, and I don't tell people how to run their relationship. You might come to me for advice. I'm going to give you a little, like what I know, that little right there, but I ain't this guy for your marriage, all right? So, are you married? Are you married to your business, all right, or are you just playing games? You can think of it in a relationship. Like, that's what it is. Like, are you married to the game, or are you playing? All right, because a lot of people, they get mad. Oh, this person don't want to support me. My family don't support me. I go way down the street. These strangers supporting me. This and that. They get all riled up, and I'm like, okay, like, you just take your business serious. Somebody is going to support you. It may not be the people that you want. All right, because if you play with your business and you're not married to your business is going to play with you. And if you play with your money is going to play with you. All right, you will not hit those goals that you are trying to aim at. All right, so are you married? All right, that's something you got to ask yourself. All right, every day, this is something I got to ask myself. I'm like, dang, how serious am I taking the BLK Agenda? All right, what am I doing to make this thing evolve and get better each and every time? All right, and just to go to more of a personal side of things with are you married? For me, I had to start spending more money, all right, out of the company's budget. So that's something I had to let go, and that was had a little twinkle of fear in there of spending more money, because I'm a person that's I ain't cheap, but I'm frugal. You know what I'm saying? I'm frugal, so I didn't want to spend that money. But I knew, as far as getting marketing and getting more help, I needed to spend money on people that were around me to make the business grow, because I would have that business burnout. And then at some point, I'm just going to be like, man, forget them people, forget teaching. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't want to do none of this, because I'm just so tired for trying to do everything. All right? Now, number 7, all right, we got our financial leeches. All right, financial leeches. All right, so when you get into financial leeches, you may be doing well, all right, in your business, all right, and you may be making money, but you need to make sure that you need to make sure when you do have these financial leeches that come up, you need to make sure that you are in your place, centered in your mindset, that nobody can shake you when it comes to your financials. All right, people will try to make you feel so bad for not lending them money, not helping them when they can't help themselves. That's one thing that you have to realize with people and things that are financial leeches to you. How is this helping me at all? Is this even mattering in my life? All right, that's going to be happening with my money. And when you're making money with your business, just because they see you making money with your business, that don't mean you got money. You should have a separate account for business and a separate account for yourself. All right, you don't want to be taking money from your business and giving it out to people that you're never going to get the money back from. All right, and everybody doesn't have to know what you make. If you share it personally with a couple people, that's fine. All right, let me go and say, I got the preacher sweat going on today. I gotta get right up in here. Hold on. We gotta start this live. I've been sweating like a stripper in church.
Can you please?
I had to stop. I'm sorry. I'm gonna sip the water on y'all too now.
You can't make the assistant laugh.
All right. So we're going into emotional drain now. This is number 8. Now, emotional drain. This is real. All right. For me, I'm a person that's a mild introvert, so I know I seem like this super outgoing person sometimes, but I'm really not that outgoing. I just lend well to the environment that I'm in, and can be outgoing because I'm a leader in some respects. So a leader, I'm gonna step up first. I'm gonna be the person that breaks the ice with situations that may be going on or whatever, because that's just in me. But I'm still a mild introvert, and I know and respect that about myself, because I had to learn that I have a social battery. All right. So when I'm out in public or I'm out doing something, I'm there for a set amount of time. All right. My social battery will die, and you will see me start to shut down. And you say, "Oh, they acting funny." That means I'm ready to go. My emotional battery has died. It is time for me to go. I cannot lend any more information. I cannot lend any more brain power or energy in being around people. I'm ready to go where I pay bills. Okay? That's why my money energy going, so I'm ready to be there. Because, that's why I pay bills. That's why I like to be, All right? And then number 9, all right, that's our last one. So remember why you get paid. All right, now this is pertaining to you as your business and I guess employee as well. All right, remember why you get paid. When it's pertaining to your business, all right, you're getting paid because you are knowledgeable about something. You have the skill set. You're efficient and you are smart. All right, when you have all those things wrapped up in your business, that's why you're getting paid. All right. And if you have that $1 million mindset, you can go get $1 million. If you think big, you can win big. If you think small, you will win small. All right. So you have to understand why. Remember why you get paid. All right. It's because you're productive. It's not sometimes because people like you. All right. They like what you're doing. That's your productiveness. All right. And that's what they're gonna like most about you. All right. So you definitely have to understand remembering why you get paid. All right. So these are all the steps right here. You can write down 1, routine. Number 2 is focus. Number 3, avoiding the slave mentality. Number 4, overcome fear. All right, and then we got number 5 right here. Number 5, protect your time. Number 6, are you married? All right, number 7, financial leeches. Number 8, emotional drain. And then number 9, remember why you get paid. All right, so that is our lesson on your mindset, the employee or the CEO. All right, and with all of this being wrapped into one, I want you to also be aware of, are you being an employee of your life or a CEO of your life? All right, this is something that you really need to ask yourself as well. Are you just living out here? All right, taking up space in your own life and just floating around and not learning nothing new, not evolving. As the time's going, you have to evolve. You have to learn the new information because everything is changing in front of our eyes every single day. All right. That's the employee mentality. If you're a CEO, you're usually the person that has to take action. All right, a lot of things will fall on your shoulders that you don't want to fall on your shoulders, but when they do, you have to be ready and not get ready. This is more of going into our saying here at the BLK Agenda: be proactive, not reactive. All right, so that is part of the CEO's mindset. All right, now do we have any questions?
Let's see. There was some stuff.
All right, we're gonna have our Q&A right now. So if you have any questions that you want, you can put it down in the box, and we'll run through that for like the next 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how many questions we have. All right, so we're going into our Q&A now about the mindset of employee or CEO.
Okay, Eric Bozeman wants to have a sit down, so I'm sure you're gonna tell him to message you.
All right, want to have a sit down? We could talk. You can go to the BLK Agenda. I just added my consulting there, but and you could email me so you can get a hold of me on there, so I can see it in my inbox, and I'll go back to it and I'll make sure I get back to you. You go to blkagenda.com and you can go to products and services. It'll be in there. All right, where you see one-on-one consultations. I am doing that now, one-on-one consultations where I can help you just life coaching and getting your business started and things of that nature. And I have other friends and people around that can help lend well to getting things done for you as well, like I had the LLC day. So I have a team of people around me that can help everyone that does need help. All right, I'm not the only one in this. Don't think that because I'm the only one y'all see on the camera. All right, I'm not the only one in this. It takes a village. It takes a team to get this thing done. All right.
Where are you fielding your questions from? Walter asked that.
What you say? What am I fielding?
Yeah, like I guess how are you coming up with the topics?
Oh, with the topics, routine. This was just life with routine. This is just stuff that I've kind of just thought about. But far as which one is it? Overcoming fear. This one was from the 12 Laws of Success. You can grab it for me. Right there, the yellow one in the front. Yeah, right there. All right, so far as the overcoming fear, now that one's from this book, the 12 Universal Laws of Success. I highly recommend anybody get this book. All right, it's a really good book for you. It's a really good book for you. All right. Now, overcoming fear, that helped me a lot in reading this book. So a lot of these questions are fielded from me reading books, having different webinars. I paid over $1,200 for books. I paid over probably $2,000 in courses. So a lot of the information that I do get is where I regurgitate it and I remix it for our people. I can put it in layman term because I get instructed and mentored by people that are on this higher level of thinking, and they use these different words. But I know I have to bring it back to my people. I have to get it down to layman terms and relate it to them because they're not gonna hear you, all right, if you're not speaking their language, if that makes sense. All right, and then another thing with that, new information. All right, and I forgot to mention that with new information, you know, my mindset when I get new information through books and things of that nature, that's new money to me. All right, because people see you buying these books, this and that, the courses, that's new money because that's new knowledge. New information is new money. All right, because I get that new information, I know how I can remix it, make it better, and then monetize it. All right. Any more questions? Nobody before we go? No Instagram, nothing?
Nope.
All right, so if we don't have any questions or anything, oh yeah, so we Miss Tierra, Miss German. So last week I have the best like members of the Black Agenda ever and people that's tuned in. So last week we could not decide who was gonna get the money. All right, so the Tierra and the Carsley, they were going back and forth. It's like, no, give it to her, no, give it to her. So long story short, I didn't give it to anybody. All right, the money. So this week, well, this Sunday, I want to do that. All right, with the giveaway. All right. So, all right. I got a question. We're gonna buy somebody lunch this week, or what you want, lunch or a T-shirt? Y'all tell me. What y'all think? Drop it in the box. Lunch or a T-shirt? Drop it in the box. Lunch or T-shirt?
Y'all don't know nothing, huh?
It's gonna take
okay, somebody on Instagram said lunch.
All right, somebody on Instagram said lunch.
Lunch on Facebook.
Lunch on Facebook.
Y'all hungry.
So lunch or T-shirt? They say they can't eat the T-shirt.
Somebody said T-shirt.
T-shirt.
Mrs. or Miss E. Dillon.
Okay. All right.
Miss Red.
All right. So I gotta come up with a question.
We be hungry. Pandemic means no outside, so no shirt. Somebody said I got a shirt, and they said boule.
Boule. All right. All right. So let me think of this question. Let me give y'all a good one. Let me get a good one up out of you. Oh, okay. We got a good question. All right. It's gonna be pertaining. Not even let me say to give y'all that yet. All right. It's pertaining to the logo. All right. So why? And I need a complete answer. Why is the color gold a part of the Black Agenda logo? Why is the color gold a part of the Black Agenda logo?
We pledging the Black Agenda.
Why is the color gold a part of the Black Agenda logo? She gonna go look it up?
I'm definitely gonna go make sure they giving us the right answer.
I can make sure.
I know, but
Oh, you are reading, right? My bad. All right, so why is gold part of the Black Agenda logo?
Man, we can't look that up. Yeah.
Why is gold a part of the Black Agenda logo?
Day one's gonna know the answer to this one.
Why is gold a part of the Black Agenda logo? That might be too hard.
It might be.
All right.
German said I almost answered.
Nah, German, she said she was gonna sit this one out. All right.
She be knowing all the answers.
All right, so we ain't got nobody yet?
Cause black is golden, guns and butter, gold is the butter.
Somebody said that?
Yeah. Guns and butter, gold.
If you could think of one reason, it was one important reason out of why gold is part of it.
Right.
One of the important reasons why gold is part of it.
Yeah, and there's three. Like, it's a 3-part definition. So, I mean, think about
if you get
gold.
One of the parts, that's fine.
Because gold is valuable and you are valuable.
Who said that?
It's Jess Ross.
Oh, okay. All right. Why is gold a part of the Black Agenda logo? Who finna get this lunch? Cause nobody want no T-shirt. Lunch. No T-shirt. Lunch. No T-shirt. All right.
You could just guess.
All right. So let's All right. I got a better question. This is gonna be real recent for you. All right. All right. What was, all right, and this was if you was tuning in earlier last week. All right. What was the first book, what is the first book that we're using as part of the Black Agenda Book Club? the first book. What is the book that we're using for the Black Agenda Book Club? I put it up last week. Somebody asked, I wasn't gonna do it, and then I did it. So if you were there, you definitely gonna get it. What is the first book that we're using in the Black Agenda Book Club for the month of August?
Khadijah said, let me answer.
No, Khadijah. Khadijah cannot answer. She is like one of the best
Okay, so
assistants.
Coupon Life said Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Wild guess.
No.
It's just Ross said the 4 agreements.
All right, who said it?
It's just Ross.
All right, she
it's
got
just
it. 4
Ross.
agreements. All right, yes,
Nice.
the 4 agreements. All right, that's the first book that we're reading in the Black Agenda Book Club. Back to Khadijah. Miss you, girl. The best assistant ever. All right. So just to end it off with the CEO versus employee mindset, and just to make it personal again with me, something that I had to realize what happened adopting this mindset and questioning myself with this is it was one little small happening. I was slipping one day. I didn't have t-shirts in the car with me, and usually I would travel with them. And somebody wanted a t-shirt. It's like, you don't got nothing in the trunk. And I was like, dang, I didn't. And I had to go back home and go grab them. And I was like, dang, I got to be on go mode and be ready, because you never know who's going to run into you that likes what you're doing, but you couldn't get to them, because it's a different ball game when I'm up here talking to you on camera, giving you this game, telling you, hey, go to blackagenda.com, go get the shirt. We got a sale going on. But it's a different game when I get in front of you and you're like, oh yeah, that's the dude to do Black Agenda. I really like what you do. You got any of those shirts with you? When you're meeting people where they are, it's a whole different ball game, all right? Because they appreciate your presence, they appreciate what you do, and they're more, susceptible to giving and helping back. And then you're getting to be live right in front of them. It's a different feel, all right? So that's also part of your employee versus CEO mindset that you have to get. You always have to, be on go mode and be ready for somebody who may potentially want to invest in you or, do business with you, all right? So that's something else, all right? So if we don't have any more questions, we had Jess Ross, that one you said?
Yeah.
All right, so with Jess Ross, for you winning, inbox me your Cash App. All right, I'm going to send you $30 for lunch, because last week our thing was $15, but nobody got it, so I just doubled it. So it'll be $30, so you should definitely be able to get a nice little lunch. It ain't going to be no Roof Chris, but, I mean, you might get a little Chili's.
Oh my gosh.
But, all right, if we have no more questions, family, I will make sure that I see you next week. Next week we'll be with Chris Redding. I thought it was going to be this week, but it will be next week that we will be with Chris Redding on his webinar. All right, so I want you to tune into that, and also make sure you go to the Black Agenda. All right, we still got our sale going on. Today is the last day of the sale, where everything is marked down by 20% or better. All right, so you can go there, and then also you join the book club as well. And we got a couple more projects coming out that we're working on here, and I'm really excited about it, and I know you will love it, and your children and everyone around you will benefit from it. All right, so if y'all have any more questions, peace and love, family. Thank you for tuning in to the Black Agenda. Thank you for pouring into me so I can pour into you. All right, be proactive, not reactive. Be the change.